Y'all, no tears, just tea. This is my favorite. This is what I'm gonna do today when I have a minute. I'm gonna go through all my memes, and if I don't love it, I'm getting rid of it because this is one of my favorites. Okay, this one, okay, is another one. I do really like this. It's so like helpful considering that we deal with so many scammers. Okay. Y'all, somebody said before we closed out yesterday, first of all, one of the sisters from South Africa, not Ruwinta, but our other sis who came through. Forgive me if I'm not getting your name, but I did screenshot your comment and I will post it. Sis was shocked and appalled. Okay. And said she's just ruining the name of my country for clicks and views. I'm paraphrasing. She didn't say it exactly like that, but that's what sis said. And I was like, preach, preach. She's running up a bag on y'all. Okay. This is another favorite right here. Okay. Because that's what my refrigerator looks like. No, it doesn't. But first of all, my refrigerator is not white. Okay. But it has lots of magnets. Okay. who who in the happy Friday, y'all? Who in the chat has magnets? If you got some kids, you got magnets, report cards, artwork, you have everything. But whose grandmama has maybe some of y'all have these nice, modern, sleek, uh nothing on your refrigerators, but girl, we post that honor roll over here. We post the cute artwork. We post that shit. No, I'm just kidding. No, I mean, yes, we do. We do. And what about it? Okay. Guys, a little okay, I didn't mean to even talk about this, but I said and what about it? And it made me think of one of our dear sisses, Miss Peyton. Did you guys catch was it her last episode? Is it just me or did she mention that somebody out here figured out who, you know how she calls our little friend, I guess the last guy she was dating? Somebody either instant message him or something. And it just literally went over my head until yesterday. I was like, what happened? No, wait, what happened? What did they do? Did you guys see that? She said that somebody message and she says our little friend, which is the last guy she was dating. I was like, what? And yesterday, I don't know what we were talking about, but I was like, wait a second, she did say that, didn't she? And I haven't gone back to go look, but I was like, yeah, okay, life of leisure. Remember when Pay said that she had gone to what was that place? Chicken and Cocktails. Remember? Okay, Chicken and Cocktails. I may have the name wrong, but Cocktails and Kitchen or something. That's the restaurant where on a Sunday some people were twerking and the man lost his shit and they had him written up all over the place. They're playing twerkulator music, but he was mad because the folk were having a good time in his restaurant and started twerkulating because it's supposed to be high end. But if it's so high end, then maybe you should be playing jazz and something that doesn't make people want to pop. That's a whole nother topic. Okay. But she went to that restaurant to go pick up Kyron some breakfast, lunch, or dinner. She went to pick up a meal for her daughter and was sitting there. And Sir came in and didn't see her, and he said he was picking something up for his girl or something. And Peyton was like, God is good because he puts you in positions to hear and see things when you need to hear and see things. That was the initial last update that we'd heard. So last week, sis mentioned that somebody from out the comments figured out who that man was, and I guess reached out and he confirmed it. Yes, they figured it out and dude confirmed it. Absolutely, life of leisure. I was like, "Oh my god." Now, I believe she was probably pissed about that because Peyton normally doesn't really run us her business like that. Like she'll tell us stuff without telling stuff. I feel like I can always see it in her eyes when she's really kind of upset or sad about something. And usually she'll let us know what's going on. But she just lives her life and she just shows us what's going on. And you just kind of, if you've been watching long enough, you're kind of like, okay, what's going on? Or just, okay, sis, get it, sis. Look at that cute outfit or whatever, right? Um, but when she said that, I promise you, I think I was like in bed. I was just like doing some stuff. I think I might have been on my iPad. Girl, I probably had a phone calls going and was taking some notes and listening and watching and probably doing two and three things at the same time. But I swear to God, yesterday when I was talking to y'all, it jumped in my head all of a sudden. And I was like, yeah, I did hear. Like, why is it? It took me was it 5 days? I don't even know. That could have been 3 days ago for that to register in my head that sis said that. And it made me think of, you know what? Also, too, maybe because I was flipping through my phone and the last time we saw Strong Mommy Chrissy, she mentioned that someone had reached out to her boo um and figured out who he was and tried to do whatever they were trying to do. And but yeah, girl. Interesting, right? I didn't want to not talk about that. I guess we're talking about it now, but it was interesting. It was just kind of like, am I tripping? Did I really? And I knew I heard that, but I was like, because she just went on to the next topic. It was like, okay. Um, but yeah, it's that kind of was like, how did I miss that? Um, but I didn't. It just it kind of just like, girl, you missed some tea. It's the same guy she been yeah, for a minute, but I think she realized it's time to go ahead and put that thing all the way in park. Okay. So another topic real quick before we get into Cap Town vacation. So they say okay, couple spin the block moments. So for all of us who are of a certain age, Jermaine Dupri and Janet Jackson are hanging out again. That might be a spin the block. We know the spin the block that's taken everybody out the past year has been Ashanti and Nelly. Okay. They say Scrappy is spinning the block with Diamond. And I was like, is that we knocking and bucket and then it to fight? And then because I was like, golly, people want that old thing back, right? But sometimes that old thing is just meant to be. Don't mess up a nice memory by spinning the block with a bum. If he was a bum, is a bum, he might still be a bum. Unless, sir, or you have made some major improvements and it's not just on some, uh, uh, okay? And it can be that. Go off to Jamaica and don't tell nobody about it. Take it to the grave and be done. If it's gonna be a spin the block moment, then it better be, especially at a certain age, it better be spin the block worthy. It better be, you better do me right this time. Okay? Because you're gonna have this. We were kids once, but now we're gonna have grown people problems. Okay? Okay. Um, all right. There's a couple of other things, guys. I have a list of things I want to talk to you guys about on Real Talk Bougie, but we have been so busy with damn sure Nesto, okay? And I love it, but I got a list of things to talk about with you guys. So maybe we'll reserve that for Sunday, where we can go through some other things because Jen from Basketball Wives, girl, she did a whole program with Angela Yee. Why am I having trouble saying that? Angela Yee. They all went to high school together. Jen, Angela Yee, and Lauryn Hill. Um, but Lauryn Hill has nothing to do with this. But they did My True Scam Story. So remember the scam that was run in the county of Fulton or somewhere thereabouts in Atlanta when Jen got her Range Rover took in by Sir? And but Jen deserves a whole thing. That's why she does have a playlist. I just got to get to Jen. Jen with the shits, okay? Um Anyway, and then now she's with a jail boo. So we need to talk about that. Somebody commented and said they want to hear the full Apollo story. We still need to talk just a little bit more about British. And then I guess we could do like a little DJ Envy update. I'm going to just make sure I table that to the side as a list of things to chit chat about. Okay. Because yeah, those are some open closed items. We could even actually, let me just, Carly Russell, Keisha Carly Russell, but Carly Russell, the real Carly Russell, please stand up. There's a lot to talk about. So we're going to do that here and there on this weekend, okay? Assist also sent me a note in Instagram regarding Dawn. You guys remember Dawn who told Shirley that it was ghetto to have a picture of the candles in the ambulance? She found a clip in a, let me see if I can say it, PCFP. Okay, phone calls from prison, PCFP video where she mentioned someone named Dawn owing her some money. So shouts out to the sis if you're listening at this moment. I got your message. I did. That's what took me so long to get here. Cause sometimes guys, like you guys get me stuck in something and I'm just like, oh shit, I done fell down the rabbit hole. We got to talk about that. And I've been wanting to revisit some of the earlier girl, PCFP. I'm trying to be cool. The PCFP videos. Because what we heard 2 and 3 months ago when we didn't know anything, we know more now. Okay. So that's that. What else did I want to talk about before we jump into the Keisha is trying to do true crime. Look.
The lie detector determined that was a lie. The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Janet loves some Jermaine Dupri, and I mean, she went off. Okay, Janet is like an industry baby, right? She came, I guess they already had her by the time they were famous, but she was definitely the one who, she grew up in the limelight, her and Randy, but she stayed, she's had a illustrious career, right? They didn't want her with no rapper like when J-Lo really and truly, I know she loves Ben, but her true boo boo, her true boo boo was Diddy, right? Now I don't know if that's his true boo boo, but that was her true boo boo. She loved some Diddy. Now she loved Ben Affleck too, but what anyway, that's another topic. But Janet loved JD, and I think at the time, 30 years ago, it was like, no. Even though she was still kind of even almost, she wasn't slowing down, but the 90s was her time. But going into the 2000s, sis, chilled and then got married to the billionaire and all the stuff. She's had the kid, all those things. She's ready. Maybe she's ready at this point to settle down, that she's like almost 60 or 60 and has her kid and all those things, and they've got money and they don't have to worry about anything. Ashanti and Nelly definitely needed to happen. If Ashanti still wants to try to get a baby in somewhere, I think Nelly is just the man to do it. Okay, I think Nelly can handle that business. What messed me up yesterday was like, really? Is Sexy Red carrying Drake's baby? Is this just like gossip hour? I'm just like, y'all, I can't wait to if she really is having Drake's baby. Number one, I don't want to say I'm good. I mean, I'm not going to be like, I'm just, it's like, what? Okay. We got so much to talk about. There's so much going on, guys. There's no one that can say that there's nothing to talk about. Anyway, back to Keisha and true crime. I know someone's going to be so aggravated because I've been on like every topic this morning, but that's just how my brain works, okay? And oh well. But I have put markers on everything so I can come back and I might and probably just put dump some shorts on these items for those people who are going to skip right to let's get to Keisha. Anyway, Keisha is in Africa. Um, Thank you to the plug. Thank you to my plugs. Thank you to my primary plug, but thank you to all the plugs everywhere for everything. Thank you to my primary plug on this topic. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, but yeah, Keisha is talking about a lot of stuff and it's interesting. I just want to give a big summary blanket hello to everyone, Gangstars, Erica in the house, mods, thank you, members, thank you, thank you, thank you. To the Bushes, thank you. Randomly clicked in, welcome, hit the subscribe. Don't wait around. It's fun over here, and this might carry you through your workday. And if this one doesn't, just hit a playlist and we got you. Okay. Captown is hilarious. Captown is thank you to Keisha because she called Cape Town Captown. And I was like, that's it. That's it. And it's Livember, guys. I haven't done any graphics for Livember. The main graphic, I remember when we first started doing Livember like 2 years ago, was I had done a takeoff, a spin off of this.
The lie detector determined that was a lie. The lie detector determined that was a lie.
I just remember that OG Livember, it did have some graphics, but I maybe this weekend I'll be inspired to put a little graphic or something together real quick just to kind of like it's Livember. But this is the check that they're going to run up for Christmas because November 1st. So you guys know, for those of you who don't, YouTube pays on a certain day, the 21st. Typically, they have 5 days to pay you. And it runs from the previous month. So the December check is going to be the entire month of November. Okay. So right now is when people run that check up. They started in Vlogtober so they can build the momentum, build their audience, get those numbers up, get into the algorithm. You know, it's almost like the pre to the big race because now the CPMs are going up, basically, which is what the rate that the algorithm rhythm calculates for you to get paid for advertising, or what Google is going to get paid to advertise during your programs that you put. And the more that you have reliable content dropping, the more you have chances to get good advertising as long as it is topical and advertiser friendly. Okay. So people are trying to run these bags up, okay, in the last quarter four, October, November, December, before it starts to go down because, you know, it will go down for a little bit and then it'll go back up. So Keisha's trying to run up a bag. She started a Instagram close friends and she's speaking freely. So let's get into it. Okay. We're not going to show the video at this moment. When I'm going to put a couple of videos together, and when I have that, I'll let you know. But right now, we're just going to listen to the audio because, you know, folk weird. And, you know, one time she tried to strike me, but YouTube said no. She said she took my content and went live. And YouTube was like, and what? And then she sent her response again, and they were like, no. Okay. So you know, it has to be transformative. And, you know, this is a established reaction review and commentary channel. And we are talking about some ish that was dropped I think on yesterday. So, and it's definitely a lot of capping going on over there. Okay, T. Okay. Okay. Ashanti and Nelly been showing out. I'm loving it. I'm glad you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's not the time, it's the person, it's not the time. And, people got business to handle, people have loose ends to close up. And you know what I mean? So it's sometimes when you meet somebody and your heart just goes, "Oh my God." Um, Sometimes man's rejection is God's protection. He might have way too much going on for you, boo boo. Like you can't handle it, but maybe he needs to go handle that business and he will be back. Don't let someone really spin the block on you like that. But and it's okay to take a phone call here and there, but you can't, if you open the door a little bit, sometimes you'll regret certain decisions. If somebody really is going to be a permanent fixture in your life, let them come to you the right way once they get everything settled down and they can handle you the right way. There's nothing worse in this life than sitting around being a secret, okay? Because that can unleash some things that you can't really turn back from. And it's just not a good place to be. If somebody really loves you and cares about you, they would never put you in that position. So you have to be strong. Okay. You have to be super duper strong. And that way, if he really wants you, when he spins the block, it will be putting it in park, pulling into the driveway, and handling business the right way. So there will be no more spittings of the blocks again. You know what I mean? It would be like, look, I can't, I'm claiming, okay? I'm claiming and we're about to do this damn thing. Okay. Anyway, let's talk about what's going on here. This is some funny stuff. So let's get into it. Good morning to everyone. I know I didn't do individuals, but we'll talk. We'll talk and good morning. Let's get into it because this could take a minute. Okay. We're gonna, yeah, I'm not gonna show the video on this. I think I left off with I'll put something together and when I do, um, but yeah, we'll put the whole compilation together if it's even worth it. Because we got the audio. There is a video though that doesn't have a lot of sound. There's one video where about 2/3 of it, it looks like Jeremy is talking his ass off. I just want to put this out there. If my plug is listening, guys, go ahead and hit the like button for me. More likes, less commercials. Okay. Um, to my plugs, there's a video that like 2/3 of it is missing sound. So if that was kind of like, if that's still out there to resend, or that was, I don't know what happened, can you let me know, or can you resend that if whatever the situation is, please? Because one of them, and you'll see that we'll go into that in a little bit, but it plays and then it looks like he blipped and maybe he was talking and didn't realize there was no sound. I didn't look at the chat, I guess, because sometimes the chat will say no sound. But I just want to call that out to my plug. Okay. All right. Let's give me a one in the chat if you can hear this.
Y'all already know we got trolls. And the trolls are going around DMing y'all, being weird. So if y'all see the DMs,
And anyone in the bushes, and this is out of order in the way it actually happened. Okay. Girl, we can put it together. We can figure out what she's talking about. Okay. But I think this is in the order. This was in the order it was sent to me. Um, so that's number one. And number two, if it's kind of out of sequence in the way that it was actually initially delivered, okay, we'll figure it out. Okay. So here's Keisha. It appears that they are out to dinner. Okay. Who is in Africa addressing this matter? Okay, I'm gonna stop. But who is on their beautiful Cape Town vacation in the motherland, you are part of the diaspora, and you have made it to the motherland and see all the beautiful people and places and all of the wonders of the world, the beautiful Cape Town, and you are sitting here talking about some damn trolls on the internet, sis. What is your malfunction? What's wrong with you? You don't have kids there right now. Why are you not on some sausage? Why are you not eating some chocolates? Why are you not drunk as a skunk? Why are you not running over to the good mall? What is wrong with you? You worried about the wrong things, ma'am. Let me just tell you guys this too. She's getting ready to tell you about somebody going over to her website, and she gets the they call it well, it depends on your provider, but they call it a traffic report. And I told you guys about this like a year or two ago when someone had there was some shenanigans going on the YouTube streets, and I figured out who it was because I was able to look at they did a video and we're talking about some things that I knew came from my francoisevlogs.com from my website, and it made me think, oh, let me go check my traffic report. So I went, checked. You can see IP addresses. IP addresses almost mean nothing, but you can plug an IP address into Google and it'll give you an idea of location. Maybe not to the address, but to the vicinity if they are not using, I forget what it's called, a scrambler. Because, like, some people have providers where it might show that you're like in damn Wisconsin, but you're in Chicago, right? It scrambles your IP address for security purposes. Um, but this person was in a specific area. And when, yeah, okay. So I'm just saying that this is what she's not referring to that situation, obviously, but she's referring to the fact that if you hit her, Jeremy and Keisha probably, if you hit her real estate site, don't. If you're on with some shenanigans and you're going over to her sites and you don't have a what do they call that? Your IP scrambler. I forget what it's called, but you guys know what if you have it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Don't go over to this girl's websites because sis is fugazi. Duh.
The lie detector determined.
How did you not know? Like, okay, maybe you didn't know everything, but you had to think that once you list your house and it's on the MLS, whether they went to your website or not, if it no, you said no sound. No sound. Oh, you can hear me, but you can't hear her. Is that what you're saying? Okay. Uh, hmm. Why no sound? What about now? Still no sound? Okay. Let me fix this. Annoying. Okay. Let's see. If this doesn't work, I have to do it. I thought it was working. I thought it worked before. So I have this. I have that. Okay. All right. Let me do it like this. If this doesn't work one more time, then I thought you guys could hear her audio the first time. Maybe not, right? You can hear me, but you can't hear her. Did you ever hear her? Let's try it again. Okay. Wait. Give me 1 second. I'm just resetting it. Can you hear now? Nothing yet. Okay. All right. I'm gonna have to share it a different. Okay.
Now, what I'm about to tell y'all now, I cannot believe.
Can you hear now?
So now
There's a
let's get
little
into
bit
this
yet.
part.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna have
Hold
to
on, let me
share
see
it
the
a
time we
different.
got. Okay, 36 minutes, so we good. Now, so what I'm about to tell y'all now, I have some courses been on the
Can you hear
market.
now?
So now
There's a
let's
little
get
bit
into this
yet.
part.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna have
Hold
to
on, let me
share
see
it
the
a
time we
different.
got. Okay, 36 minutes, so we good.
Okay. It's starting.
That means open houses, right? What I'm about to tell y'all now. I have some courses
So
been on the
can you hear
market.
now?
So now
There's a
let's
little
get
bit
into
yet.
our
Okay.
house.
All right. I'm gonna have to share.
And you guys know there are people who like look up and are obsessed with me, whatever. I have a transaction coordinator who coordinates all of my transactions, my listings. Now, with my buyers, I do all of the paperwork. With my listings, I have someone else who does all the paperwork. So once I started getting an abundant amount of listings, this is my first time being an agent, I realized that the listings were syncing to my real estate website. So that's why I had took my Atlanta Community's website out of my link tree on my Instagram because I realized that my house was synced to my website. If anybody goes to my website, they would see that we're selling the house. So once I said I had 3 listings, I was like, wait a minute, the trolls ain't damn stupid. They're not gonna see or hear me say I got 3 listings because they like to say.
You know, she said the trolls ain't damn stupid. Okay. Um, you say you've got 3 listings. Like, why tell all your business? How about that be number one? Can you normalize like just doing business? Why don't you just handle your business rather than have to brag about what you got going on? And it's not bragging from like, wow, you're doing something no one else can do. But we don't hear the last couple minutes. It's okay, sis. I think I fixed it. You might be behind in the chat, but when you get closer up, you'll be fine. It's fixed now. Um, can someone type into the chat for sis that it's fixed so she can see that? Um, yeah, how about just normalize, y'all? I'm handling business. I'm busy. If somebody still feels like they need to go and see what you got going on, then they just do. But why do you feel the need, which I know people have said imposter syndrome and all of those things. And I get it because sis may be operating in the realm of not really feeling qualified for what she's currently doing. So she feels like she has to quantify and qualify all of the things so that she can she's basically doing a self-validation, right? She's validating what she's got going on because of the inadequacies, the low self-esteem within her, that she feels like she's got to run you guys all her business, and that's it and that's all. So I think I probably broke this. Are we done? No, I'm just kidding. uh, but I think that's what's going on. That's it.
I lie, but really I like to
Okay,
omit
you guys
shit
can
because
hear
it
the
ain't nobody
audio.
damn business if I didn't talk about it out loud. But they don't understand that. They don't know boundaries. They don't know that. So, anyways, somebody went to the website And every time someone gets into the website, their IP address, they don't know that. Sends to me and tells me like what they're doing on the website. So I saw a particular IP address and it alerted me one day about what they were doing around the time that the open house for my property went live. So I kept the middle note. I told my office, I told my brokerage, well, really more so my team lead, like, hey, I'm doing a
Y'all, let me tell you something. When I used to vlog and my house was for sale, I didn't say a word. I didn't say a word. One time I was vlogging and we had just got the pods. We had already gotten an offer. The pods had been delivered. We had 3 pods in our front yard, okay? It was 3 or 2. We had some damn pods, okay? And the for sale sign was still up even though it had the under contract, and I was standing in the driveway like I used to do, and I realized I had just posted a video and the for sale sign was like literally right behind me. I was like, "Oh my god." I took that video down so quick. And of course, people were like, "What happened to your video? What happened to the video?" And I was like, "Lord Jesus, please don't let anybody see it." Because I didn't want anyone knowing until after, girl, when I didn't want anyone knowing the house was listed, that we sold it, that we nothing until we packed up and left. Okay. That was it. I didn't say a word. We had been looking for houses and I stopped the search because we came to visit this house in one of my videos. Damn, I took all them videos down, all of them, because I didn't want anyone figuring out which house we bought because I didn't know we were going to buy this house.
open house, blah blah blah. I'll keep you guys updated. Y'all know I have crazy people, so I'm gonna keep y'all updated if we need to be aware of anything. First day of the open house. First day of the open house, y'all. It's raining. I'm in the house with the girls. Jeremy was with Diesel because Diesel, y'all know Diesel, the videographer. That's Jeremy's best friend. So he was with Diesel helping him film Glorilla's music video, or one of the other celebrities. Could have been Sexy Red because he's been filming a lot of stuff lately. Diesel been filming.
Girl, being the best friend is, what's that song? A scrub is a guy who thinks he's fly, also known as a buster. Always talking about what he has, but sits on his broke ass. So, no, I don't want your number. No, I don't want none of your time. And no, I don't want I don't want none of your time. And no, I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy that can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, girl, your man is a whole scrub. He is in his 30s and you're sitting up here running up someone else's resume. What was he doing? Is he brokering the deal? Is he setting up the properties? Is he assistant? Is he executive producer? What why are you running someone else's resume and you're talking about he was with Diesel, his best friend? Where is Jeremy's paper chase? Is he a manager? Is he a R&D? Girl, he's a whole tag along. Thank you, Natia.
A lot
Girl.
of stuff, and Jeremy been helping doing. I don't know what the hell he be doing, but doing whatever he doing. So Jeremy ended up staying later, and I told him, I said, my spirit is telling me something about this open house, but we're gonna play this out. Sitting on my couch. Girls are sitting in the living room. Now, since it's raining, I'm kind of like, are people going to show up? Are people not going to show up? It's raining. So, when you sit up and prepare yourself for open house, you have your sign, you have your cards, you have the sign in sheet, you have your snacks. I hadn't taken the snacks out at that point because, I don't know, I just be weird about food just sitting out on the counter. Like, I just be like, I don't want no bugs. And I don't want no bugs to just feel like they about to come to the food. So I was like, let me just not bring nothing out until I see people come, blah, blah, blah. So next thing you know, I hear my camera alerts me. Y'all know I got cameras all around my house. My camera alerts me that a car is in front of the property. So I have a ring, but I also have cameras that surround.
Why was she there during the open house? Because she's the listing agent. Instead of it being, so because she's an agent, she's doing it under the cover of the agency. However, if you or I sold our own house, we would have a for sale by owner outside. So people would know that you're getting ready to walk in on a weirdo who is selling her own house under the cover of her agency.
The entire property. So I look at the ring, I see the car, I look at my surrounding cameras, and I see the car come from up the street. I look at the camera to see what's going on. See the car, see the license plate. See a woman and two kids get out. Immediately, I'm looking at them. I'm looking at all of them. And God told me, this is not right. He said, this is not right. So I'm professional. Jeremy did not come home because he was doing a video shoot. The girls were not even supposed to be at the open house, but since he didn't come home, they didn't leave, and I wasn't going to leave take him because at the end of the day, regardless if it's my house or anybody's house, I'm their mom, so I'm gonna protect them. So I'm not even worried. The only thing about it is people being in my personal atmosphere. But we're doing an open house, right? So legally, people can come in.
We're just going to overlook the misuse of words, people being in her atmosphere. Okay, sis, atmosphere. If you want to use atmosphere, I'm not saying a word. Okay, let's just let her use whatever word she wants. Okay, she said in her atmosphere. Okay, I don't think atmosphere is a word that is used to a person. I think it's more associated with places and spaces greater than one human being because atmospheres are massive. Okay. But I'm sure you can use it because I've had people when I've corrected her in the past, girl, they come for me all kinds. I don't give two shits how this woman speaks. I really don't.
So they knock on the door. I go open the door. The girls are like coming, trying to come behind me, and I had to explain to them, ladies, I told y'all this open house, go sit down. So they go back to the front. The woman comes in with her two kids. Both kids are in high school. She comes in. I look at her up and down. I look at her kids up and down. No tea, no shade. I said, this lady cannot afford this house.
That's why your house was sitting on the market for damn near 90 days. Okay. The fact that she's a licensed real estate agent, this, I haven't even listened to this yet. The fact that sis is a licensed real estate agent and you just redlined somebody based on their appearance, sis, that's a violation. That's called redlining. Okay. You made an assumption. Well, she did discriminate, but I think there's a it's a term called redlining where you kind of are gearing people to a certain place based on what you think socioeconomically they can afford or making assumptions basically, and there may be newer terms for it, but at the end of the day this woman is a redam donkey, okay? And you could be in violation of your license by just saying that. And this was sent to me. So my point is this is out there and this is bad because on top of all the other stuff that you talk about that's inappropriate, the fact that you had someone who may even be a fan of yours realized that your house was for sale and there was an open house. We're going to see how she treated this potential customer, whether she denied them access or not. But sis, if this is your moneymaker, you are a big damn dummy for talking about this stuff online and talking about stuff that should, like I say, go to the grave. Okay. Some things we do may not, everyone's not perfect, but when you do your shit, when people do their shit, take that shit to the grave. Okay. Stop trying to tell everybody everything on social media and thinking that people are going to hold your secrets because you look stupid right now. Okay.
So of course I'm like, hey, how are you doing? She's looking around. She's like, oh my gosh, I love this house. Like she's pointing out this, pointing out that, like, oh my gosh, da da da, telling me all these elaborate stories. And my energy just said, protect yourself. I keep a taser on me at all times and also other protections. I brought my protection to the front. I took a knife and brought it.
Let me tell you something, guys. Just listening to this, if you are out here in wherever you are in the atmosphere, okay? If you are out here and you think it's a good idea to mess with this whack job, think again, okay? Think again. I'm telling you, the Kikis live in the computer for me. They live in the computer for this community. Don't mess with this weirdo. Sis is paranoid AF. She don't know how to handle herself, so she creates situations. I wish I would be in my house with an open door, inviting people in and have a taser and a damn knife in my pocket First of all, if I got a problematic social media and I'm accepting the public into my house, number one, I would have had a couple of the girls there from the agency that I work with to support me. One upstairs, one to the back of the house, and me receiving folk in the front. The assistants would have been on deck. Okay. Okay. So whatever. Leave. I'm just saying, public service announcement, leave this woman alone. She is not wrapped too tight, and she gonna end up messing with the wrong person who meant her no harm, and she gonna get it wrong because she is full of ego, and it's not gonna be good. So I'm just saying, number one, leave this woman alone. Don't try to mess with people outside the computer. So if this was someone who just wanted to see what they wanted to see, don't do that. Don't do that at all, because this trick is not wrapped tight, and it's going to be a problem. Keep the keys in the computer, okay?
where the girls were and put it under something. And I kept my taser in my forearm. Now, typically with open houses, what you do is when the people come in, they sign in, you stay in the kitchen or the foyer or wherever downstairs, and they will go around the entire property by themselves. God told me no, follow their asses. So they come in, they're talking. I'm literally walking with them from room to room. Hey, how are you? Can you come sign in? They come sign in. I look at the sign in. I told myself, this is not right. What I should have done was called the number that was put on the sign-in sheet, but I didn't because I was trying not to alert, because at this point, all three people are in my property and God
How
are
about to say, let me send you a quick text with my information, because if this isn't, I'm managing this property sale, but I also have several others. So let me text you my number. That way we can connect, and I'll send you my website. Absolutely. She's profiling, but in real estate, it's called redlining,
told
which
me
is
this is
illegal.
not right. So I'm just keeping my composure because,
Because she said the first thing that came to her mind was, this person can't afford this house. Sis, your house is damn 400, $500,000. That's the new 250. That's the new girl. I was about to say something. That's the new 250, 300. Okay. Houses that were 300 before the pandemic are now in the fives and sixes. And I know that for a fact based on my market. Okay. If you bought a house about 4 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, and you closed it around 300, you might be sitting at a 550, 600 now, depending on where you live in this country. But I know in my market, that's what it is. Okay. Her house is listed in the 4 to 500s. At the end of the day, that's really not anything. I'm not going to say everybody makes six figures now, but it's nothing. That's not, people are paying that in rent, especially with your bad credit clients. Your bad credit clients are paying $500,000 mortgages on $300,000 houses because they got 8 and 9%. But those of us with twos and threes, yeah, we got nice, cute mortgages because we got houses before the pandemic. Now people are getting, if they're lucky, 6, 7, 8%. There's people out here who are paying the weight of a house far bigger, greater than what they are living in, just because the rates are so high. And for her to make an assumption what somebody can afford, you don't know what they got going on. And everybody doesn't wear their money.
I can do that. So I'm talking to the mom. The kids are being real cute, talking to me about she got 6 kids. Um, Telling me about all their signs, just telling me about her personal life, telling me about her mom just bought a house. I'm like, oh, so when are you trying to buy your house? She doesn't have an approval, so you're wasting my time. Um,
It's an open house. It's an open house. I was watching Lily, yours truly. Lily likes to go look at houses. Lily likes to go manifesting, like manifest shopping. So she will go from neighborhood to neighborhood of and go dream drive through neighborhoods and places that she thinks she wants to live. And she likes to practice visualization, right? If you have an open house, you don't have to be pre-qualified. Like, you are breaking, like, you're talking like you think you know something, but ma'am, you are breaking all kinds of laws right now. It is not a requirement to be pre-qualified for an open house. You could have said, I went to where I met my real estate agent was at an open house. We met Whitney a year, or maybe almost 2 years before we actually purchased our home. We met her at an open house. Okay. We made contact with her. We didn't want the house that we went to see. We liked it, but it would just wasn't what we wanted. And it was just not meant to be at that moment, but we stayed in contact with her. And you guys met her because she came to Real Talk Bougie. Anyway, long story short, we didn't have a prequel. We actually, it was our anniversary weekend. We were talking about houses when we were at our anniversary celebratory location. We were leaving, and I said, I want to go see that house. We went there, we met her. 2 years later, we sold a house. We could have been walking in looking like Boo Boo and Bebe, okay? Whoever Boo Boo and Bebe look like. Not only did sis make money off of selling our current home, she made money off of us buying another home. Okay? Sis walked away with 5 figures off of meeting us one time at an open house where we didn't buy anything and didn't have an approval. Okay?
You're saying you're gonna buy the house next year. You're wasting my time. The house is on the market now. And
She
you
just
look
wanted
like
to
you're window
see.
shopping. This is a $500,000 property. We don't window shop in $500,000 properties. You either come in to buy it or you're not. So I'm walking her from room to room. The girls start getting a little.
She's really bitchy. Like, sis is a whole biatch. Okay? Period. And I said what I said. She's very, very bitchy. Like, this is like very this is the type of thing that if the person who's out here who signed in on her sign-in sheet is out there and hears it, me personally, and I'm not telling anybody what to do, like how Jeremy told people to call the Renaissance or whatever. We'll get to that part. When he told people to call the hotel to complain, I'm not telling anybody what to do. What I would do if I were that woman and I signed in on that sign in sheet and it's filed somewhere and I had proof of this video that you treated me in such a manner, I would be calling the real estate board now and I would be filing a complaint on your ass.
I see, and they're trying to follow me. At this point, they're kind of in the kitchen still talking. So I go and I open up the cookies and I start putting them on the plates. And the girls ask, like my girls ask me for some cookies, and I'm like, okay, look, this. Y'all know how kids be liking to do. Mommy, they ain't want to have no damn cookies. But I'm like, okay, let me go get them out because God already told me to watch the situation. So I'm like, okay, I need to get them out. So I gave them cookies, and I offered the woman and her kids some cookies. They took the cookies, I offered them water. Blah blah blah. Close the cookies back up because remember these cookies were freshly open because I had not put the cookies out or the fruit out or anything out because I was waiting for people to come and it was raining. So we go from room to room to room. We go in the basement. They're literally, the mom is literally painting out her entire life of what she's gonna do with the house, and she's asking me, "Oh my gosh, why are you leaving?" And she says a comment, and she says, "Girl, what'd she say?" She said, "Girl, if I did all the stuff you did, like if I had all the money you had, like she's like living vicariously through me. However, the only thing you know is that I'm a real estate agent. So what is all these things that you know about?" So she's not realizing she's misspeaking.
Did you tell her about all of the updates and all of the renovations? Because maybe she's referring to, if I'd done all of this, I wouldn't be leaving. What makes you think she's talking about your career with the Miss Big Ego? Maybe she's talking about the improvements that you've done. Because maybe to someone that, she's thinking, okay, you've invested so much money in your living space. Maybe, like, why would you do so much? Okay, but is that a presumptuous question? Is that whatever? I don't know. I wasn't there. Like, at the end of the day, the bottom line is you created this situation. You created this situation.
But I'm still continuing to keep my professionalism. So
Until now,
I go
right?
from room to room with the mom and the kids. We get up the stairs. Mind you, we're in the midst of renovating. So prior to the open house, we had already decided to renovate some other stuff. Some doors had never even been put back on, like our linen closet doors. I don't got no fucking shame in nothing. I vlog, I share my life. I don't give a crap. We live in a very expensive house, and if you really think I don't have money to put a door up, you're highly mistaken. Some of the doors just had not been replaced because I just been having a very, very difficult time making the last minute decisions about how to design a house. And then when we decided we're gonna sell the house, it was kind of easy. Like, we're gonna just get the basic. You get what I'm saying? So anyway, so some of the doors were off because they were in the garage getting prepped for paint and to be put on, which ended up being prepped and painted the following week. But anyways, go upstairs with the mom and her kids. They're going. I'm literally in room, room. Go upstairs. I walk in my master bedroom. I let them go in the master bathroom by themselves. This is the only physical room I don't go in with them. I go in every room with them. I'm talking to them, making eye contact, watching what they're doing. Don't put my back to them literally the entire time because God said be vigilant. Except for the master bathroom. I let them go in there and I stood in the master bathroom, making sure the girls stayed where they were supposed to be. So I'm like looking at them, ha ha ha. And when I saw their body language in the master bathroom, it looked like they were up to no good. Okay, let's quickly get them back downstairs. Get them back downstairs. We go to the laundry room. When I come out the laundry room, the son, let's just pretend like this is the phone. The son has his phone by the fridge while I'm coming out, like he's trying to secretly record. I'm a content creator. One thing I know is what people are doing.
You've never been to a house before and taken pictures and recorded like, "Oh, I like this. I like the way this is set up." That's it. Look, let me tell you something. I think everybody knows this. You put your house on the market, you have open houses, you have people coming through your home. Number one, people are recording. We've seen Keisha. Keisha, you've recorded people's homes, not as a real estate agent. You have recorded people's homes, you have gone to see people's homes and you've recorded them and you've put them in your vlogs, okay? Probably without their permission. I don't know. I don't know that for facts 100, but what I do know is that you've recorded people's homes before, period, right? Why is that so? You're just hyper vigilant because you are out here with the shits. You're out here with the shits. So rightfully so, you are hyper vigilant because ma'am, you probably should be. But that's precisely the reason why you got a damn for sale by owner situation, but you're hiding behind a real estate sign and not identifying yourself as the owner. Whether this person knew you were the owner or not, you are wrong for kind of deceiving potential clients coming through the door, pretending to just be the agent when you are actually the owner of the house. So it's disingenuous for people to come in and maybe not even have an agent and be talking to you like you could potentially be an agent for a seller and about like have dual agency with this prospective client who may or may not have an agent, and they're talking to you freely, they're enjoying looking at the home whether they know you or not. At the end of the day, let's assume that this person didn't know who she was coming in the door. Keisha already made an assumption that this woman couldn't afford what she was coming to see. That's like you going to Saks and people making an assumption about you whether you're well dressed or not, right? That's like you going to Neiman's. That's like you going to Walmart and asset protection is following you around because they feel like you look like you getting ready to throw some stuff and you're never full. You know what I mean? Um, okay. My sentiment has always been you can follow me around until I get out back out to my car. You will never see me take anything because I'm not here to steal. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to say that to anybody. You will just get tired following me around because when I go shopping, I like to pick stuff up. I like to look at everything. I like to try on stuff. I do all the things when I get to a store because I don't go shopping a lot in person anymore. I do a lot of stuff online. So when I make it to the store, I'm having an experience. So you can follow me if you want to. Okay. It wouldn't make me a difference. I don't get offended by that. If it becomes some sort of offensive situation, then whatever, we'll have to talk about that different. But at the end of the day, Keisha's ridiculous. And all and the funny thing to me is that she deals with a very unqualified clientele. Because if sis had it going on in the clientele that she deals with, the donkeys, then you wouldn't have to be trying to get people up over 600 credit score. Okay? The reason why you're so hyper vigilant about what people can afford is because you surround yourself around people who can't afford. See, I guess my assumption is if someone's looking or buying, they can buy what they want because I can buy what I want. People usually make assumptions based on their experience. And if your experience is lacking, can't afford, don't have the means, all of those things, that's the reason why you are projecting on this person who came in the door because number one, you thought she couldn't afford. Number two, you assumed she was a troll. Okay. So maybe number one, you can't afford. Number two, maybe you are a troll.
With they freaking phones. Hold on, y'all. My freaking shirt popped open. One thing I know is what people are doing with their freaking phones. So
Y'all,
I see him doing this.
hold on a
I see
second.
him secretly like trying to film. So I move myself
Man,
and I
man,
chilling.
what I want, what I want, what's goody, I can do what I want, I can do what I want, I can do what I want, yeah, 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 white bitch, yeah, white bitch, bitch, I don't. I'm outside, I'm outside, I'm outside, ho, I'm outside, ho, hey, hey, come outside, ho, come outside, ho, get out loud, ho, chillin', hating, what I want, what's goody,
Now we about to you about to get the fuck out of my property. And the mom, she tells me she's gonna come back the next day with her mother and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, cool, great. I told God, I said, I need you to get them out because the mom wanted to keep talking to me about how much she loved the house but she just wanted to keep talking. Luckily, here comes another guy to come look at the house. Then there's an influx of people that come in to look at the house. Mind you, I have cameras all around my property. Influx of people come right then and there, knock on the door, ready to come and look at it. People who really got the money to buy the house. Let them in. They're like, okay, we're gonna leave, blah blah blah. Fast forward to the next door. Why do I get a message the next day? This woman, somebody texts me, D texts me. She says, hey, mind you, I haven't told anyone I'm selling the house. I had an open house or anything like that. So D texted me and she said, hey, did you have an open house? And did a mom and a son come to the open
Wait,
house?
she
And
said
I was like,
what?
mind you, I haven't told anyone I'm selling the house. I had an open house or anything like that. So D texted me and she said, hey, did you have an open house? And did a mom and a son? I had an open house or anything like that. So D texted me and she said, hey, did you have an open house? And did a mom and a son come to the open house? And I was like, yeah.
She said a mom and two kids. So the helper, girl, this was a whole mess.
Yeah. So I'm already knowing something is not right.
Yeah, because when folk call from the YouTube streets, yeah, it's a problem. Okay. Yeah, don't you have a recording on the ring? Where's the ring camera footage, ma'am? Thank you, Kadeen. Where's the ring camera footage?
So she's like, do you know that they went into your master bathroom and spit on the floor? That mother, when they were in the bathroom by themselves and I was in the master bedroom, that mother picked up her phone with her son and her daughter, grown as hell in high school, grown ass kids, not little baby kids, grown ass kids who know right from wrong, who can also say, mommy, this is not right. Brought your motherfucking kids to my house, had your son cock up some spit in his mouth and spit on my bathroom floor, film it, laugh, and upload it to Lipstick Alley.
Really? Is that true, guys? Send whoever, please send me a link. I got to see that. Now, I'm gonna just say on the flip side, okay, so now you're in Africa, you're over there on Cap Town vacation, and you're talking about it. When did this happen? Arlene, the irony, right? Okay, but I'm just saying, if this actually happened and someone came and did a vile, disgusting act with human DNA and left that in your bathroom, number one, you didn't see. Let me tell you something. I got a 16-year-old dog who throws up. You know, she throws up. She's known to throw up. Okay. Um, it might even just be a little extra water she drank and a little bit comes up, right? I see that on my floors immediately. Okay. You see it, you go get a paper towel, wipe it up, right? So you got your Jerusalem tile or wherever the person spit up. You couldn't see that. You couldn't see that there was spit on your floor. Jeremy didn't see it. Weren't you walking around barefoot? You never saw the spit. This is what I need to hear the rest of this story, because where was the spit? Okay, where's the video? Now we're just now hearing about this. Have you guys even heard anything? I mean, I would be disgusted to find out that something like this happened, but I want to see the receipts. I need to see a receipt, please. Where's the receipts and why are we just now hearing about this? Because if this actually happened, there's people out here that would have tried to run up a whole entire bag on this, right? And I am sure of the 524 people, 26 that are in the mist right now, somebody probably goes over to that thread on occasion. Maybe they might be up in there chatting right now. Okay. Somebody had to see this video. So if this video exists, I'm asking, please send me a link because I would like to verify. I would like to fact check on this, please. I need some fact checker on any of the sisses that are in that thread that can attest to this particular video that sis is alleging was uploaded, because I just don't believe this, because Keisha ran to the damn Fulton County magistrate because she felt like somebody was talking about her man running around offering services at the damn QT during the All-Star weekend. That's, at the end of the day, that's what she was mad about. She ran over damn to the courthouse and paid her little money to file a civil suit on somebody. And you say there's a video with someone spitting in your bathroom with DNA and it's been uploaded to a website, and you just now talking about it on Cap Town Vacation? I don't believe it. I got a call.
The lie detective determined that was a lie. The lie detective determined that was a lie.
Girl, if someone came in my house, I invited Bougie Gang through here and some weirdo came through and did some stupid shit, and someone texted me in 24 hours about I got the wool pulled over my eyes and somebody was pissing all over my shower or something, I wouldn't have stopped talking about it. Girl, you would have been like, Fran, please get out. Like, you might need to go to counseling. Fran, stop. Fran, you've been talking about this. I would have been I would have been talking about this every single day. I would have been like, can't stop, won't stop. Guys, can you believe what just happened in my house? They came in through the violator. Girl, there might have been a for sale sign out. Okay. And you are on vacay and think it's a good idea to talk about this now? We've never heard of it. Keisha Carly Russell.
There we go. All right, Keisha Anderson versus Latoya Thank you,
I'm
Miss.
here.
Anyone here? Thank you, Miss. Anyone here? Not hearing any announcement. Not Miss Anderson. Last call for Keisha. Last call for Keisha is not here, so I'm going to let you choose. So I'm going to let you choose what that case will be heard on. That case will be heard on. What date and time? What date and time? November 17th and November. Last call for Keisha Anderson. 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 Not hearing any announcement. Not Miss Anderson. Announcement for Miss Anderson. Last call for Keisha Anderson. Last call for Keisha Anderson. Last call for Keisha Anderson.
Who files a lawsuit against somebody and don't show up?
Bad, jelly, jelly.
So someone accused me of dragging stuff out the other day. I was like, and what about it? This is my show. What about it? This is my show. Maybe this show is just a revolving around dragging shit out. And if I want to drag it, I'm going to drag it. Okay? He was like, this video could have been 20 minutes, but you dragged it out to an hour and da 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 da. And I was like, wait, where's my meme? Do I have the meme over here? Girl. I was like, let me move the comment just in case the person's in the bushes so you want to know why you can't comment. Okay. And the bad part about it, I think it was a man too. I was like, okay, we went from like a 2% male audience. Girl, we about 15%. So just expect people to be a little more aggressive because we got some testosterone in the midst. But at the end of the day, don't come for me and don't tell me how to do things. You go ahead, hit your live button. And when you hit your live button, if you come across in my algorithm, I will be there. Other than that, I do it like how I do it. And if I'm dragging it, slow walking it, cartwheel, flopping it, laying down on it, running through it, however I do it is how I do it. Do you understand me? And that's what's going to be done.
So I tell D, I said, send me the link. Look at the link. I look at the video. Another YouTuber posts the video, which I don't know why.
What?
I don't like when people.
Why have I not heard anything about this? So she gets a text. Guys, I'm in shock here. You guys have not ran me the tea. Okay. Did you guys know about this? I hope the person sues her and Judge Neal handles the case again. Judge Neal already warned her. Y'all, it's almost the anniversary of the infamous trial of all trials, the 6-hour odyssey, okay? Of legal excellence of the wonderful deserves a promotion Judge Neal, okay? So she got a text from somebody from the YouTube street. I'm not calling out no names. She got a text from somebody who had the tea. They sent it to her. And then allegedly it was posted by another YouTuber to YouTube. Where is this video? Can y'all tell me, please? We must do a reaction now.
People post certain things without thinking, because it's still like, you may be sharing what somebody else did, but now you're still putting my personal business out there because I haven't announced that I'm selling my property. So why would you post this and tell the world that somebody came to my house and did this? And you haven't even talked to me. So that was a whole nother thing in itself. Like, talk to me. Like, we're all adults before we're social media people, before all this, before we're anything else, we're still human beings. So treat people like human beings. So
who is she talking about? Is she talking about the person who spit and recorded it and posted it to LSA, or the person that posted it to their YouTube channel? And what does nobody owes you any sort, if you start to create processes, like if you're like, oh, thou shalt call me before you post a video about me, bitch, where? Okay. Who's calling you before they post something? Who works for you? So I don't know if she's now talking about the people or the YouTuber. What's going on here?
that I'm selling our property. So why would you post this and tell the world that somebody came to my house and did this? And you haven't even talked to me. So that was a whole nother thing. And post the video, which I don't know why. I don't like when people post certain things without thinking, because it's still like you may be sharing what somebody else did, but now you're still putting my personal business out there because I haven't announced that I'm selling our property. So why would you post this and tell the world that somebody came to my house and did this? And you haven't even talked to me. So that was a whole nother thing in itself. Like,
why would they talk to you? And what makes you think that you are available? Because when you have put out open calls for people to reach out to you, you make a mockery of it when people have legitimate questions, and nobody in their right mind. I would just, me personally, I'm in my right mind, and I'm going to make this statement. Nobody in their right mind would reach out to you. You are fugazi, ma'am. You're not a reliable source. If somebody wanted to reach out to you to get an actual quote, or hey, I heard this, or ba 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 da 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 da, number one, you probably won't answer. Number two, it's not going to be well received. Number three, it becomes content. And no, everyone's not dumb out here. And nobody works for you.
talk to me. Like, we're all adults before we're social media people, before all this, before we're anything else, we're still
I wonder
human
who this
beings.
was
So treat
supposed to
people
be.
like
Was it
human beings.
Martin? Was it Martin? She told Nadira's business, Ashley's business, and more. She's told clients business. You have put people's houses in your blogs, ma'am. You have talked about people having bad credit. What are you talking about? You just redlined somebody. Okay, let's see. So let's walk this back. You have someone who came to your house that you feel with not good intentions, right? You made a judgment. Your spidey sense told you bitch can't afford it, okay? Or they're a troll. So you stick to them like glue the whole time they're walking through your house. You made assumptions. You have two weapons on you. You have a knife. You have a knife, and you have damn taser, okay? And you did I hit the right thing? Just a second. You got a knife and a taser on you, okay? And you stick with them like glue, then you offer them cookies and drinks, okay? Rather than rush and usher them out your house, you sat there, listened to her. Clearly, you didn't have any other clients coming in, because if you had plenty of business coming through the door to see the open house, then you would have ushered them back downstairs, right? You were sitting, talking, cooking, watering, all of the things. Then you get some sort of a text from a person stating that a woman and a boy came to your house, but you told us it was a woman and two teenagers, okay? And allegedly this person hocked a loogie in your bathroom. So when you heard that, you didn't go running with your phone to go take a pictures of the saliva? You didn't call, authorities to say somebody came through and defiled your bathroom? But it's posted to LSA, then it's posted to YouTube. And now on your Cap Town vacation, we are literally just hearing about all of this. I've never heard anything of this. I've never seen this video. I'm just in shock that all of this was occurring on the YouTube streets, and nobody thought it was a good idea to run me the tea. What happened? I'm just now hearing about this. You say she's lying. It's Livember, Purple Rain. Purple Rain says it's a lie. Girl, Purple Rain, she's lying. It never happened. Is this just a case of Livember and running up a bag for the Christmas presents? Is she running up the Christmas tree bag? Is that what's going on, guys? What's going on? She lies so much. Everybody's saying she's lying. Keisha, the streets are saying that this is a tall tale, that you have nothing else to talk about, Maybe you had some of that good South African wine. What's going on here? Okay. All right, let's get back into it, guys.
So she has a video. She has a video like of the closet where all my wigs are at, which are over thousands of dollars worth of wigs. I don't know what you thought that was like tea or something, but whatever.
Girl, you don't pay for those wigs. You get them all from the wig companies.
And then there was like a long excerpt, which I can't put on here because we're live, but it was a long excerpt. And to my motherfucking surprise, you guys, she is bashing the house. She even bashed the cookies. They talking about I fed them some stale old cookies when they was coming in my house.
So are you trying to say she was gobbling your cookies? She gobbled your cookie. So the person came in and gobbled up some cookies, and now she's bashing your cookies. Sis, I wouldn't be past saliva. You hocked up some spit on my floor, but you worried about sis talking about some damn fucking cookies? Can you make it make sense, please? And I just want to say, thank you, Keisha, for helping run up my Christmas bag too. Thank you. Thank you very much. Keep the stories coming, okay? Keep them coming.
Not properly dressed for the occasion for a $500,000 showing, and I'm gonna call it what it is.
Girl, you should see how I walk around my $500,000 house, girl. That's nothing. That's not expensive, Keisha. Keisha, you ghetto, okay, sis? A baddie like you, $500,000 is a drop in the bucket for some real estate, ma'am.
Bringing your grown ass kids in my house. Her daughter was even trying to play tag with my daughter when they came down and the son had the phone like this. Her daughter was.
So there's a dress code to go shopping. She's redlining. She's discriminating. She's a licensed real estate agent in the city of Atlanta who does credit repair, not credit reporting, and she calls her credit reporting clients her credit repair clients. She is a licensed real estate agent in Fulton County. Someone said in my comments yesterday, these Fulton County people keeping folk busy. Okay. This is a licensed real estate agent who is redlining customers and also calls her credit reporting. She says she does something called credit reporting and then refers to them as credit repair clients. Okay. Guys, we're not even done yet.
But she was still there and present, and I know that's still her mom, so she probably just had to do what her mom told her to do. But I definitely know what the son did because I know for a fact I saw him trying to secretly sneak and record, which I don't know what you're gonna get out of that because my house is like I vlog my.
Let me tell you something. I still have in my phone when you guys were following me on my vlog channel, Small Family, Big Dreams or something. I forgot what it was, girl. I forgot what I called it. That playlist of us going and visiting homes. That's not secret. As soon as first of all, it wasn't just content. We were looking for a house and we ended up buying one, right? And one of the ones that we saw. But that's not weird. People record because when you get home and then you're like, okay, what did we see? What did we like? Are we ruling this out? Da, 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 da. People do that all the time. People do that all the time. And this is very unprofessional. If this happened, let's just say everything she's saying. I know you guys are saying she's lying, right? Let's just say that this actually happened. Why are you telling us now, number one, on vacation? And why are you telling us this and not following up with? And then when I talk to Officer so-and-so, like, ma'am, what the hell? Okay, let's get to this is the end of this video. Let's get to the next one because I am intrigued. Okay. I am intrigued. All right, let's see. Where are we? Oh my God. I'm on the edge of my seat. Okay.
I would say you're a Virgo.
So I don't know where we are in this story. It just kind of comes back in on this. So maybe I missed something. To the plugger, If I'm missing anything, just let me know. Can you guys hear? Oh, wait, give me 1 second. Let me hit.
Oh, says you were.
Can you guys hear?
You're a Virgo. So one person, and I had screenshot the person who.
To the plugger, if I'm missing anything, just let me know. Can you guys hear? Oh, wait, give me 1 second. Let me hit.
My phone is over there on the charger.
Can you guys hear?
But if y'all go back to the post, you all will see it. Like if you look at the comments on orders. So probably like 2 months ago. So we initially put it
Okay. It's spinning right now, so just give it a second, guys.
on the market. We took it off the market and then we put it back on the market. So, but I think the overall process has been like 2 months. We have gotten and like 3 or 4 cash offers and then the rest like regular. I've denied them all. I've denied them all for various reasons. God is going to tell me when it's the right time to select someone. But we came to this conclusion that we were going to sell the house because I've denied them all. Growing our family. And I want to be in our new forever home before we start that process.
You guys can't hear?
And start settling with our new life. Yes, we will be staying in Georgia. We have 4 bedrooms in our current property, and we have 3 daughters. Jeremy has a son, and right now he is, I won't speak too much about him and his custody and stuff with his son.
What?
With our new life.
What?
Yes.
You won't speak about the custody of his son? What? What in the whole, what is going on here, guys? What is going on? Sis is running her trap. Do you hear me? Oh, she's coming out guns blazing. This is going back to Keyvember 2021. Sis has lost her slap happy mind, okay? You are speaking on another woman's child with a man that doesn't even pay child support? Bitch, are you drunk? Are you dumb? How are you talking on another woman's child? Do you send that kid $10? Did you send him some candy for Halloween? Why are you speaking on what came out of another woman's uterus? You definitely don't want people talking about your situation, but you're going to open your lips to talk on another woman's son? And this nincompoop baby's daddy gone, don't even send $25? What in the whole Captown Livember vacation is going on here, guys? Why did you not warn me? I need these likes all the way up, guys. This is just ridiculous. The donkeys, look. All of y'all, look, I'm so sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Sis got to run her bag too. So if you just came out of a commercial, more likes, less commercials. Okay. K Solo, what's good, sis? Okay. This is crazy town. This is crazy town. Sis is running us a bag. Okay. I love it. When sis goes crazy, I'm sitting right here on my computer, right here in my little slice of the American dream, minding my own damn business. Okay. Sis has lost her slap happy mind. Okay. My God, let's finish. We got damn 5.5 minutes on this one.
We have 4 bedrooms and to select someone. But we came to this conclusion that we were going to sell the house because we are going to be growing our family. And I want to be in our new forever home before we start that process.
She's an ignorant somebody. She's so ignorant. And she's very ignorant. You got a bunch of offers, you declined them. Then you, like, what if you got a cash offer and you never even saw them. Like you never saw, like, did they have to send a family shot, body shot, all of the things for you to consider? Um, Girl, as soon as this video posts, let me get a clean splice of this. I'm sure someone ran Ashley this footage already. But just in case, we're going to replay it just so it can be nice and clean. So when I cut a short,
I think the overall process has been like 2 months. We have gotten and like 3 or 4 cash offers, and then the rest like regular. I've denied them all.
okay, so sis over here, 2820. Oh, Jesus. Did I take, girl? I was like, gosh, did I take my blood pressure pill today? Girl, my pressure is up. Okay. I'm like, this was like after watching the Ernesto video yesterday. I was like, taking breaths. I was like, I was like, oh my God. Love Lies and Lace Fronts. I found the thread. It's true. There are definitely pics posted by someone named Ellie the Goat. Give me a minute to find and DM you. Thank you. Then who was the YouTuber or what was the YouTube channel that posted said pics? Okay. My God. Thank you. Thank you. Bougie gang, girl. We know how to do. We know how to go and backtrack, get some information. Okay. Thank you, sis. Thank you. Okay. Oh my God. Let's get back into it, guys. Hopefully you got. I'm gonna have to make a fresh cup of coffee after this. I'm not even really a 2 a day, but my God, I'm gonna need something after this. What is going on with it, girl? All right, we're gonna keep going. But I was getting ready to hit that add button.
I've denied them all for various reasons. God is going to tell me when it's the right time to select someone.
You know when that right time to select someone is when you guys have enough money to move. Because let's keep in mind, guys, selling and buying simultaneously is a beast. Okay, buying and selling simultaneously. Buying a house is one thing, but buying and selling, moving out of one and then same day, next day, moving into the other, girl, you got to run them that credit. Okay. And just because she's turning down offers, one thing that would say to me is number one, you're playing with the market. You want to see what's available out here. You want to see what kind of offers you could get. Number two, the offers may have came so quick. You guys, I'm making an assumption here. I don't know if this is true or not. May or may not be financially ready to make the moves you want to move because not only it does cost and it costs, and I'm gonna leave that right there. Also, it costs to move. Also, when you spread out from an apartment to a house, yeah, that's a whole different move. Okay. The move I made from an apartment to 1,200 square feet to a 1,200 square feet to 3,600 square feet, that's, and then if we ever decided to move from here and get something bigger, that's a lot of move.
But we came to this conclusion that we were going to sell the house because we are going to be growing our family. And I want to be in our new forever home before we start that process, and start settling with our new life. Yes,
Can we just talk about a woman giving up babies to a man who doesn't support children or a child that another child? Can we talk about a single woman with 3 children and a man who's got a sus career and has been alleged to not even support one of his children he already has out here? Can we talk about a woman who selects to be a single mother on purpose, with a doofus? Who doesn't take care, word on the street that he don't even send $10? Why you would spread and have 4 babies, 5 babies, or however many babies you choose to have? Can we talk about the life of mediocrity, stupidity, and less than of a woman who already has 3 children and think you need more for a man who's not even doing what he needs to do, period, according to the streets of the son he already has that mom has to work overtime to support? But then you're going to say what? Well, let's catch this next part because she going to open up her mouth to say something about what? Okay, let's keep going. I just wanted to be on record. If you want to be a pick me, girl, go right on ahead. Please don't come crying to us, and if you set up a YouTube channel, we going to talk about you, okay? If you are out here and you want to normalize pick me, go right on ahead. You can have a bunch of pick me babies. You can go and run around, work overtime for that ninja. You can spend up all your money, let him run your credit, let him bust your whole entire box out to where you got to go get rejuvenation. You can let him give you all kinds of problems. You can have all kinds of chicks knocking on your door, busting out your windows, calling your phone, disrupting your sleep, giving you bags, all of the things. And I'm not talking about bags of money, I'm talking bags under your eyes, okay? Go ahead and do all of the things that you want to do, but what you're not going to do is speak on my baby, okay? If you want to be a pick me, be a pick me. If you want to go and have a pick me bunch of babies, go right on ahead. If you want to work overtime, go right on ahead. But don't say sis didn't tell you not to do it. It's not a good decision. Babies are husband benefits. But if you want to be a single mother by choice, sis, that's your business. Don't come complaining to us.
We'll be staying in Georgia. We have 4 bedrooms in our current property, and we have 3 daughters. Jeremy has a son, and we have 4 bedrooms in our current property, and we have 3 daughters. Jeremy has a son, and we have 4 bedrooms in our current property, and we have 3 daughters. Jeremy has a son, and right now I won't speak too much about him and his custody and stuff with his son. 3 daughters. Jeremy has a son, and right now I won't speak too much about him and his custody and stuff with his son, but trying to get all that stuff situated. So
we won't speak too much about him and his custody with his son. We're trying to get that all situated. What? I mean, if he don't come through, he don't come through. What are you trying to get more something in writing? What do you mean? Like, to me, if it didn't come out your vagina, I wouldn't talk about it. If it happened, you allegedly, even though we all know she was on a break and she gave him a pass and all of this stuff, I don't want to have to say everything. We all know about this relationship. But at the end of the day, if you call yourself being with someone for 6, 7 years or however many years you've been with this dude, and he's got a baby right in between all that, I wouldn't be talking about shit. I would just leave that as something unspoken. At the end of the day, everybody knows you got kids or whatever with this dude, and he's got a baby with another lady. That's your business. At the end of the day, I would not be putting my lips on talking about another woman's child who had a baby with my man in between my kids. If you got a set of twins, if you got 3 kids, 2 are twins and 1 is the baby, and there's a little boy in the middle and you're not the mother, I would be quiet. Okay? That's what I would do.
soon enough, we will be having 4 kids.
Ooh.
To account for in our home and stuff with his son, but trying to get all that stuff situated. So soon enough, we will be having 4 kids to account for in our home. And
soon enough, they will have 4 kids to account for in their home. Either Keisha just got approved for some damn foster kids. Girl, you think she's getting ready to be a foster mom? They trying to pull a move on Miss Ashley? Or is she trying to tell us that she's trying to run up a baby bag?
Jeremy has a son, and right now I won't speak too much about him and his custody and stuff with his son, but trying to get all that stuff situated. So
I'm about to die.
Enough, we will be having 4 kids to account for in our home, and we only have 4 bedrooms. So we did all the remodeling except for the basement to account for in our home, and we only have 4 bedrooms. So get all that stuff situated. So soon enough, we will be having 4 kids to account for in our home, and we only have 4 bedrooms. So we did all the remodeling except for the basement. It to account for in our home, and we only have 4 bedrooms. So we did all the remodeling except for the basement. And we kind of just like a couple of months ago, um, we met up with the builder. So when me and Jeremy were going to like meetings throughout the videos, sometimes like it was because we were meeting up with the builder. When we announced that Jeremy was getting rid of, okay, so how it all started was Jeremy had decided to get rid of his second Airbnb because the lease had ended. He already had renewed it twice. And he was okay, I'm going to be done with it because I encouraged him, like, I'm a real estate agent now. Go ahead and buy an investment property. I'll be the agent. All this would be great. So that's what initially we were going to do. In the meantime, between time, we started thinking about renovating the basement and putting the guest room in the basement. But we also realized, like, it is absolutely vital for us to give the girls more space, and we don't want to put the money into renovating a basement if they don't have the extra space already for themselves. Even though Joy still sleeps with us and there's plenty of room in their room, but we kind of want to get settled, and my mind just couldn't really get settled. Also, my closet room, and I know this sounds crazy, but the attic being in my closet has hindered my closet design. So that's why I never did a closet reveal. It hindered that. I was not able to design the closet the way I wanted to because we had to cut off half the design. Now it's like I ran out of space again. So we were kind of like, you know what?
Guys, if you're like, where's Fran? Y'all, I'm on the floor. Okay. I'm on the floor. I'm on the floor. Okay. I am on the damn floor. Okay. Sis came out like, I don't even know what to say. Y'all, I'm on the damn flow. Okay. Oh my God. We're going to have to, after this one, we're going to take a break, and then I'm going to check the traps and see if my plug sent me anything else. And we're going to get all the way up into this shit because I'm telling you, girl, sis. Can I get a 2 in front of the likes, please? There is donkeys. If you are too broke to pay your $15, I'm gonna talk to the donkeys right now, and they can girl, get this after this commercial break though, okay? Y'all, I just hit the ad button. Donkeys. Yo, donkeys. If you need to get the tea from your queen and you are too broke to pay the $15 to be behind the scenes, and I am giving you this tea, I'm a need for you to run the likes, because you know what? Sis don't care who watches. I really don't. Bougie Gang is here for me. Okay. But if you are here for the tea, I'm gonna need for you to run those likes because I'm gonna be running these commercials. Do you hear me? Okay.
I think it's better to just really go ahead and build our dream home. Um, so we met up with a builder and we designed the home. And I don't want to get into like all the other stuff about that process because it's still ongoing.
And we'll be moving into an apartment.
With how we're going to do it. We have built, not built, we have drawn out and designed a home, but we also have option number two of rebuilding a different home. So we're going through both options. So that's why I'm kind of like, we took the house off the market while we tried to like think about it. And then I decided at the last minute to renovate our kitchen. So that's why the kitchen was renovated. So we re-renovated the kitchen to white. Because one person had came through and they looked at the house and they were like thinking like, oh, when we move, they would paint it white. And then also I went ahead and got an appraisal. So if you guys don't know, an appraisal tells you the value of your home. So I have a personal appraiser who I know. So he came to the home, appraised the home to make sure we had it on the market for what it was worth. And then he actually walked the home to tell us.
Yeah, but the gag is that whoever is going to buy your house is going to have not a personal appraiser. Okay, because the appraisers are randomly selected by the mortgage company and they're going to come through and appraise that bitch the right way. You having a personal appraiser that's going to give you an appraisal based on you walk around and shimmy popping around the house in your little outfits. Yeah, that doesn't count, sis. Okay. That doesn't count. When the bank, when the banker approves that person's mortgage, if they have to pay a mortgage, if they got cash running around like that, then they're probably an investor. You know what I mean? People are not like that's this is a mid-grade home at this moment in where we are at. And at the end of the day, she's thinking this is like big money, big money, big money. But it sounds like what she wants, she's going to be paying 750, 800, even maybe even up to $1 million. Sounds like what she's trying to talk. Like if you're talking about 5 and 6 bedrooms and a bunch of bathrooms, 3.5 baths or 4 bathrooms, ensuite, all of those things, girl, bye.
If you do this, if you do this, if you do this, the value can go up. So that was another reason why we repainted the kitchen, and then done some other miscellaneous stuff that we just didn't vlog. But so we've been working hard behind the scenes, y'all.
Right. Airbnb. It's called, what's it called? Rental arbitrage or something like that. Arbitrage. It's oh, he did get busted. That's what you're saying. Pure intentions. Okay. Someone in the comments is saying that his arbitrage leases for his Airbnbs, if they were not sanctioned by the apartment company, and we saw that with our dear sis Peyton. Peyton was doing it. I don't know if she knew that it was against the law or it was not, I don't know, against the law per se, but not a legal thing to do, not where it's a criminality, but maybe a violation of your lease and things of that nature. She had some Airbnb guests that ran into the garage door. She had to tell the owners, and then the owners were quite upset. And then she had to move out by the end of that month and went ahead and, canceled, I guess, canceled out that lease. And it's quite possible, that might have been what happened with Jeremy. She says her story is the lease ran out.
Of course, we have not revealed the news because we're doing a whole series about it, but that's a whole nother thing. I know some people had kind of mentioned show.
I mean, at the end of the day, what's the news here? Okay, you guys are going to be increasing the size of your family. Sis, are you pregnant or not? Like, at the end of the day, we're all grown, periods, uteruses, cervixes, sausage, all the things. Are you pregnant or not? You said you're going to be, you didn't say you are. Maybe she did say she is, but she didn't quite say we're pregnant. So you're going to have 4 kids. You spoke on Ashley's kid. Why doesn't make sense. I mean, but I guess the it was more so you have 3 kids and you have one that comes whenever daddy feels like picking him up, and you might have another one or you're planning to have another one, but we already know this. All of that being said, guys, we already know that she's been going for another one, right?
Or this or that. So they were on the right track. We will be doing a series. One of the guys in my office is trying to work out production. One of them is also on the show. So when I've also been meeting up with the investment stuff, I've been getting a lot of different opportunities. So they've been working hand in hand because, like I said, initially we had already built out our home with the builder that we initially was going with. But then when I started getting really close with the investors from my actual brokerage, they were taking me under.
So let me try to figure this out. So basically, is she saying that she's trying to monetize her home search, home building endeavor, that she is going to partner up with some people in her industry to build a house and probably use some builders and whatever to try to get a free 99 type home, pay for some, freebies for some, advertising for others, all of these things. Is she trying to get a influencer house? Not an influencer house, but you know what I mean. She's trying to get favor from builders and the industry by making herself the subject of some sort of a series on her Declining Views channel? Oh, okay.
Their wing and teaching us some more, well, teaching me some more stuff and giving me some more insight to some more opportunities, and kind of was like gave me a different way that the house could be built, designed, and then they want to move forward with like this production aspect of it. So I've been doing a lot of meetings with them, but I end up putting it all on pause. I was like, let me get finished with this vacation because I'm gonna go crazy, just continue to do this whole process. So I will be revealing all of that soon enough when we get back. I'll be on it again with it. But yeah, so we are officially selling. We don't really have a time span of getting the house. So like I said, we've gotten offers, we've gotten cash offers. So I could have been accepted an offer, but I'm being very, 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 very particular. Why? Is because we bought our home during the
As a homeowner, you can do that if you want to. As the agent, as the real estate agent, and you have a sign out front and you are the agent of record, even though it is your home, and you have certain criteria that you are using to eliminate people based on fugazetry, fuckery, and nonsensical isms and all of the things, it's a risk. But let her keep doing it. Let her keep talking about it. I love it. It's great for content, and it's people are listening. Okay. But she just wants the streets to know that her house is not a fail. This is what I'm gonna this is my translation. Guys, I know my house has been for sale and it's still for sale. I don't want you to think my house is a loser. I'm actually turning down offers, okay? Like she says, well, I'm not married to Jeremy because I actually turned down his offer, okay?
pandemic. Our interest rate is fucking low as hell. It's 3.5%. So we are now in a part where our interest rates are really high with the market. So there's just different factors that go in as a real estate agent. The knowledge that I have now, like
Girl, the knowledge that you have now is the knowledge that we've been trying to tell you for damn several years, but you're slow behind, wasn't listening.
needs to be a sale that's going to make the most sense for us.
But you shouldn't worry about the interest rates of the people who are buying your house. All you need is that money to transfer, and that's it. Like how they pay for it is none of your business. Because at the end of the day, to all my real estate folks out here, whether someone has a mortgage or not, at the end of the day, what's getting wired to pay off your mortgage is cash. You don't have to worry about somebody who's got a mortgage. Someone coming in, the attractive thing about a cash offer is that somebody has cash validated, it's ready to go. Somebody with a mortgage, it can be a little unsettling because you don't know how they're managing their credit. Are they serious? Are they going to fuck up? Things can get to the last minute and cancel at the bitter end. But if you got $500,000, whatever, in your bank accessible, you got it, and there's no contingencies. Okay. There's no wait. There's no financing. But at the end of the day, it's all cash. You have a mortgage, that's your business. At that closing table, those wire transfers, it's all cash. You understand me? Every offer is a cash offer. Okay? Well, let me do my can I get a witness? It's all cash. It's all cash anyway, because how you pay for it is how you pay for it. If your credit is solid and you know it, okay, that's one thing. If your credit is solid and you know it, it's going to happen. But at the closing table, your bank is sending cash to their bank. It's all cash anyway. You're just contingent on the strict approval and the eyes watching over you to sit at that closing table and get that final signature. But it's all cash anyway. Okay. Now, I'm simplifying it because there is a difference. But at the end of the day, is cash being wired and cash being accepted. It's just cash from your account versus cash from that bank. Okay? But yes, cash offers are king because there's no approvals, no contingencies, no whatever. The person's got verified monies in their account. But let me tell you, and I've told you guys this before, we accepted a cash offer and the people were investors. And right a week before we're closing, we had to push it back a week because they said that they had something pending. We got down to a day before we were supposed to close and had to push it back one more time. We ended up closing a week later than what we had scheduled, maybe a week and 3 days or something. It was almost it may have been almost even 2 weeks. At the end of the day, towards the end, the people were like, because they were investors, they were like, well, if you want to move on, you can move on. It's like, well, what the hell am I going to move? Like we're already sitting waiting to move into our house. And our house, the owners had already moved out. So they were living somewhere else. They were sitting waiting for the right money offer for on this place. But they had already bought a house. They were living somewhere else, right? And the people that we were waiting for who promised cash, well, the cash, they were floating cash, like these were flippers, okay? So we were kind of at their mercy. And really and truly, they were kind of fraudulent with their statement of that they had money to buy this house at that moment, because I guess they did. But in between time of the 3 weeks of, because we had like a 21-day close, we were ready to go, okay? They had worked on another deal. Money was tied up, this, that, and the third. Girl, it was to the last minute. It was, I would never again. But I'm not going to be worried about how people are paying for stuff. We just need to know next time that we need to have a bigger amount in escrow and on due diligence if we accept a cash offer. That's a suggestion for any of you guys out here. Don't be mesmerized by a cash offer. Ask for a lump sum. I would take as much as you possibly can in escrow and due diligence to hold on to that money to make sure that they don't go and invest in other things in between the whole period of the close on the properties. Okay. Anyway, that's just my buyer's experience and seller's experience. Anyway, this is crazy, guys. I'm shocked at all of what we've learned today.
Since we're going to be transitioning. So that's going to be really, really exciting. And I will be sharing all of that. The girls will be having a custom built. And when I say custom built, I'm talking about like, I don't even know how to explain it, but
because it's a lie.
Like we found toddler design rooms, so that like the girls are so excited to have.
You found toddler design rooms. What about CB? What about damn Restoration Hardware Kids? Like finding toddler designed rooms is not a flex, sis. That's not a flex. That's a kid's furniture store. Okay? Or that's what custom builders do.
Design room, each of them. But like I said, in one of the first initial design that we have, it gives,
someone's asking, will all three girls share a room?
Because Journey and Jai are still asking to share a room. Then we was like, okay, we'll give Joy a room, then we'll give August a room, and then once the next
we'll give August a room,
it'll be a boy. If not, then the baby will share a room with Joy, and then we're just trying to figure all that stuff out. But we don't.
Why does she keep wanting to put her mouth on other kids, other women's children's names? You know what I mean? Especially if you don't mess with me like that, and we're not co-parenting like that. And you're not the wife. You're not the wife. You're not the wife. You're not stepmother official. You are girlfriend. You are mother to his sisters. You're not stepmom certified. To be stepmom certified, you got to have a wedding ring, sis, and some paperwork filed downtown in the county of Fulton. Okay?
$100,000 into this house of renovation. So the last thing we want to do, like the girls will be starting elementary school.
You're just some lady who has babies with his daddy.
Because before they start elementary school, we want to be into the next house. So we was like, let's just go ahead and start this phase. So like I said, you guys will be a part of it once production and all the other stuff happens. Because I don't know if they want to do that. I think they kind of talked about like doing a documentary real estate production on my channel and then incorporating it still. But then I also got another opportunity real estate wise. I don't want to talk about that too much. I'm waiting to hear back from the production. with all of that. But like I said, I had to put everything on pause because I'm like, I've been going so crazy. I've been working so hard. Like I had a client go into contract today. I still have, when I said I had 3 listings, I had 3.
Girl, where's the rest of this? Okay. Woo! Captown. Wow. Livember is my lord. Okay. Girl. When are we going to get back to the beach? When can we see Africa? Why is all of this backroom conversations? Okay, guys, let's shut this down because we're at 2 hours, y'all, and this is a whole hot mess. Can I get something to eat, please? Can I go toss an egg around a hot pan and try to get my breath back? Because this, I'm like, what? Okay. I wasn't prepared for this. Okay. Go take a break. Go use the ladies' room. Okay. Go use the ladies' room. Let's let's get okay, and then I'm gonna check my messages because 2820 went over to the thread and found what we wanted to, found the information. I'm telling you, I do have a weak stomach. If I see like spit for real, it's not gonna be good. Um, so, and scene, okay. EXO said and scene. Y'all, this is a whole mess. Sis is crazy. She crazy town. They flew all the way to South Africa just to be on live. We know Jeremy's outside. Okay. Well, we got a sis in Cape Town. And we know, let me see, what's the hotel? Hold on a second. Is it the Renaissance? Oh my God. This like took my damn breath away. Okay.
She's only a month old with the company.
It says fuck Rockefeller Hotel.
So you guys are literally my testing pots to see how people find this. My other idea is we're doing something called a Tahito.
Now this video is a little messed up because part of it is missing sound. Jeremy was like losing his shit and there's no sound. So I don't know what's going on with that. But let's go ahead and break. And we're gonna come back and try to try to get this. I'm exhausted after this. This was crazy. This was Crazy Town Productions. Okay. Keisha puts the lies in Love, Lies, and Lace Fronts. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Girl, she puts the lace fronts too. Lace fronts not in a good way, but she wears them. That's kind of where that's where the name came from. It was an episode on my old channel when I was doing commentary in the car because it was on some Love, Lies, and Lace Fronts between the OG three moms, at least my OG three moms. And I said to myself, if I ever make this a commentary channel, I'm gonna call this Love, Lies, and Lace Fronts. Anyway. Whew, they flew all the way to South Africa. They sure did, girl. Okay, let's go ahead and shut this thing down. Let me get a minute to catch my breath because I'm like, what in the whole fuck has just happened here? This is crazy. Okay. Yes, let's take a pause for the cause. Okay. Sis has gone bananas. Okay. And we're gonna come back for like a little cute hour. Okay, we're gonna come back for a little cute hour. We're gonna take a little lunch break. I'm gonna see y'all like let's say 1:30. Is that good? I need a little break. Okay, I'm gonna come back for a little cute hour. Okay, all right, and share if you care. Okay, wherever you decide to share it, go ahead and share it, girl. Run my numbers up, please, because girl, this is a whole mess. Okay, thank you guys. You guys are awesome. I appreciate y'all so much. Girl, my God, people are running away with they're running away with Livember. Okay, there's a reason why Keisha was in the lead for Best Actress. Okay, she's like Jeremy, I want the award. I want it. We're going for best actor and actress of the YouTube streets. Okay, sis, today you got that. All this drama, all this storytelling. My God. Okay, all this budget on zero, all of this crackheadery, girl. Sis, thank you. Girl, sisters dropped me $50. Look at that. Look at God on a Friday. Thank you, sis. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. That means a lot. I appreciate it. All of this crackheadery shenanigans and such. It was last night, honestly, was giving me like crackheadishness of the the long story time about a damn $100 in the hotel room. It kind of took me back, right? But I was like, okay. Now today you want to talk about building a house. You think you're gonna tell some people about some damn interest rates. Sis, talk about a damn second mortgage. Can you talk about that? We'd like to hear about that. I don't have any experience from a second mortgage. That's something I can't even, I don't have no conversation on that. Not that there's anything against having a second mortgage, because if sis was gonna pull, if I decide to go ahead and break ground in that backyard and a jacuzzi for my jacuzzi and pool, we might get a second mortgage. Okay. But that's something to spend a second mortgage on. Okay. Um, but I don't have any knowledge and wisdom on that other than don't do it unless you're really going to do something to increase the value of your home or you broke. Okay. That's just the wisdom that I've been told about that process that when people do that. Okay. Now, why she did it, I don't, maybe they was planning a trip to Cap Town. I don't know. But then today, this whole story time about the house, and then someone coming to spit on the floor, and then it being posted to Lipstick Alley, and then someone put. I'm like, what? I was not prepared for all of this. Okay, um, okay. All right, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all go. I will be back at 1:30, and we're gonna keep it real cute for an hour. Okay. All right, guys. I'll see you in a little bit. Okay. Let me see your comments before we go. And thank you again. Thank you, Baji. Thank you, Boo Boo. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Members, mods, bushes, um, onlookers, lurkers, bone collectors, anybody watching, because you guys know what I always say, sis, it's the watch time that counts. So it's okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. Thank you for doing all the things. Don't forget, more likes, less commercials. Okay? More likes, less commercials. I'll see you guys at 1:30.
And my man. Thank you to my man. And my man.
Still the thing. Yeah. Here don't play with me.
And y'all, yes, that video, I was
on
in the
it.
process.
I will be. It's going to be a working line break for me. Okay, I will be prepared when I come back.
That's my man, bitch. Oh, don't try to read me out. My man. Oh, real bad.
Thank you to all the girls. Thank you to all the girls. I do need to take a picture. You guys, I did buy. Whew, y'all, I don't know why. I'm just like, girl, this thing got me breathless right now. Thank you to all the girls. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for the super stickers, Baji and Avi Body Treats, Thomas. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's so appreciated. It means a lot. It's more than just like it just, thank you. Sis, I'm definitely gonna check these receipts and just say it's a lot of pics of the filthy house and all. I don't know why you would have an open house in that type of situation. So sis, if you want okay, this is what to do. I don't have any control over what people have posted anywhere. I don't know. Well, look, let's say it like this. Keisha became aware from someone in her circle that there was this information out there. If it's still posted, this had to have happened like a month ago because this is her house has been on and off the market low key for a minute, right? So at the end of the day, it's not my job to do her job. So if something is out there on the www, then it is what it is. So after I close this live out, if you want to drop the link, sis, to wherever the people can find what's going on, because I don't know if I'm gonna repost it because I don't that batshit crazy woman, she's tried it with me before. I want to see, and you can drop the link if you want to. You can drop it in the comments, and you guys can go take a look. That way, that can be your homework to go take a look, and we can see what we're talking about. Anything I feel comfortable reposting, I might. But allegedly, it's already hit the YouTube streets. If we can find the video that's on the YouTube streets, I don't mind doing a reaction to a video that's posted. Okay. So if you guys can find that, let me know. And sis, if you feel comfortable with dropping that link in the comments, then it'll be in the comments, guys. Links sometimes do get put to the back for me to approve, but it'll be posted. Okay. So just wait on sis to post it. Okay. And then but yeah, it sounds like Miss Ma'am already knows that this was out here, right? So I guess quietly people have been talking about it. At the end of the day, yeah. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm like, oh my God. Okay, let me get myself together and I will be back. Okay, 1:30. All right. See you later.